Yo, what's going on, team? This is your coach, your mentor, Crypto Cliff, here with a quick message with y'all for y'all today. Listen, I just had a very interesting conversation with a young man who was literally right outside of my condominium. And this dude reminded me so much of myself when I was younger, so much of myself when I was younger, and mainly because he was actually homeless, right? He told me a story, young, 22 years old, homeless, living from place to place, basically sleeping from place to place. And it really halted me because I remember being in that same place, being in that same space when I was 22 years old. Most people don't really know the entire story of Crypto Cliff, how I actually became Crypto Cliff. Hey, wealthy afternoon, brother. But most people don't understand the story of how I actually became Crypto Cliff. You see, when I first moved to Metro Atlanta, I was living with my brother, just going through life. And at a certain point of time, I actually became homeless. I was sleeping in my car for around 6 to 7 months, sleeping in my car until my car got repossessed. And then I was sleeping from place to place, friend house to friend house. I even got so bad to the point, the lowest point of my entire life was when I actually had my bag. Everything I owned was inside a black healthy bag, one of them big black bags, like a lawn bag. Everything I owned was inside that bag. Shoes, clothes, documents, everything was inside that bag. And I had to sleep on the MARTA train. I literally rode the MARTA train up and down, up and down, up and down, around 6 rounds, just so I could get some sleep. Just so I can get some sleep. That was the lowest point of my life. So talking to the young brother really put me back into perspective of how easily life can convert and change for people. Because I went from being a homeless person, basically, sleeping on trains, sleeping in my car, going from house to house, sleeping from friend house to friend house, talking to women just so I can have a place to sleep at night. I went from being that person to now being the person who has created millions and helped create other millionaires. Right now, so whenever I speak, whenever I talk, whenever I talk about the accomplishments that I've achieved, it's because I came from the bottom. I came from the bottom. I was literally at the bottom, right? That's why I speak so passionately when it comes down to being financially liberated. That's why I speak so passionate when it comes down to the millionaires, 58 plus millionaires I created. That's why I speak so passionate. And I'm always giving big ups to the people, the 158 people now that have retired. I helped retire. I've helped retire from their careers to become full time investors. It's because I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to be at the bottom. And for that, brother, and I do stuff for homeless people all the time. I'm the person who does stuff, and I don't need social media to post. I don't need any type of platform to post what I do. Because I am who I am and I dealt with what I dealt with, I go back all the time down to South Atlanta, the same streets I used to roam, and I give back to the homeless. I go back and I buy pizzas. I bought hundreds of pizzas and just gave them away to homeless people down in South Atlanta. And I do it all the time. And guess what? I don't need social media. I don't need TikTok. I don't need Facebook. I don't need Instagram. I don't need any of those social media outlets knowing exactly what I'm doing because I'm not doing it to get likes or follows. I'm doing it to help people. So when people come to me with their problems, their issues, I can emphasize with and I feel everything you guys deal with because I literally came from it. That's why I push. That's why I strive. That's why I help build a network of people who help push that agenda. So I want to jump on here today just to have a quick shout out to anybody who's in the game to help people, to elevate people, to uplift people. Because in the world today, we have less and less and less people doing it for genuine reasons and more people doing it for clout. Most of the people now are doing everything just so that they can get a like, a share, a follow on social media. And they're not doing it so that they can actually help somebody. That brother I paid for an entire week of a hotel room for, put $500 in his pocket, told him straight up, listen, this ain't, it's not, this is a temporary situation. This is a temporary situation. It's a temporary situation. And you can be uplifted from that situation if you want to be liberated. If you want to be liberated. So if you're dealing with something today, if you're dealing with something today, I say keep going, keep pushing, keep striving. Because today is not going to be tomorrow. And tomorrow is not going to be next week. All right. I just want to start today's message off with just that note. That note. I was going to go live today anyway to discuss what's getting ready to occur next week and the week after. I have the futures course that starts tonight. The group futures course. I also have, not tonight, but tomorrow night. And we also have the next 6-week group / future / crypto course that starts in a few weeks. That one starts in a few weeks. We are promoting that this week. That course is $1,000. If you hit me up, you can sign up for that course for $699.97 this weekend only. But with that being said, I just want to jump on here real quick to say, listen, your today is not going to be tomorrow, and your tomorrow is not going to be next week. Keep pushing, keep striving, and let's get this bread. Peace.